Yeah, I mean, you actually talked about in one of your interviews that you feel like that dark-skinned girls don't get praised by society as much as light-skinned girls.
Yes, it's true. Have you ever been to a strip club in New York? It's kind of sad. Do you know that right now in the strip club in New York, the bartenders are the new thing right now? And if you notice, they don't even hire black bartenders in New York City strip clubs, which is sad.
A black woman has had to hold down the black house by herself, although imperfectly. Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years, and she can't do it.
This little Miss Drama tour is being blamed for why high schoolers was so ghetto at the prom this year. Like it or not, Cardi B is the face of black culture right now. She got the albums, the tour, and the Grammys to prove it. Some people believe her ratchet antics is to blame for what's going on with young people nowadays. But that can't be the case because old people like Cardi, and I just so happen to be one of them. We're about to get into this news, but before we do, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Even though Cardi B got a lot of fans, there's still a lot of black people that despise modern black culture.
And yes, baby showers are a problem in the black community, but also prom. Prom is also an issue that we have to talk about, because why have I seen kids, mind you, they're in high school. These are children who are spending $10,000-15,000 on prom because they have their cars, their outfits, hair, their makeup, their entrance. They make a grand entrance like they're the Queen of England, which I understand, but at the same time, it's almost like this is the highlight of their lives. This is the height of their life. This is the biggest celebration of their lives besides a baby shower. Mind you, these girls tend to wear white on their prom night or on their prom dresses, which maybe I'm old, maybe I'm brainwashed, but from what I've learned from my mom, my grandma, you'd never wear white in that kind of dramatic effect until your wedding. That is reserved for your wedding because it's that sacred and special. For you to be dressed up in these elaborate dressings on prom and you're spending all this money, it's almost like they're not even thinking about their wedding. They're not even thinking about what comes after this. This is it. Like, there's no plan.
It sounds like she talking some rhetoric or somebody she listened to on the internet. She probably listened to a podcast that be talking this rhetoric all day, and she decided she wanted to make a contribution to the conversation, but it just looked bad. Because if you a Cardi B fan, you gonna want to show some skin. You gonna want to go out there half naked. I seen it done. Women pull up listening to Cardi B, hop out the car with booty shorts on like on Friday. There's people out here voicing their opinions on this situation and ain't even got no business speaking on it.
I'm pissing you off. I'm glad I'm pissing you off. Now change. Put an emphasis on having the father in the home. Put an emphasis on not having children before marriage. Because like I said in my original videos, I don't have a dad myself. I can see the lack of self-worth in these girls, the lack of self-esteem, the thinking that every man is going to leave you just like my dad did.
That young woman is a fatherless, alternative, goth, conservative Christian who is shacking up with a palm-colored man who cannot pull himself up by his bootstraps enough to afford to put her in a double-wide trailer, which is why she is shacking up with him at her grandmother's house. And so what he intended to do, because he could not afford to do it himself, is he sent his girl to the internet streets to get herself $1. And the easiest way to make $1 on the internet streets is to antagonize the black community. That is why she's doing what she's doing, because she needs to make some money, because her man, Avery, can't afford to make it himself. And the real reason why she decides to always put her nose in black people's business is because over here is the only place she has privilege. She's alternative, she's goth.
Let's get this straight. There's no such thing as a hood prom. It's just a prom.
Is hood prom and baby mama culture are like this, because the reason why the dresses are so extravagant in the cars and the show and the presentation is because this is the closest these girls will ever get to being a bride. In the black community, I'm sorry to say it, actually no I'm not, because it's the truth, especially in lower income households, there's not as much of an emphasis on family anymore. These kids aren't getting married.
What black teenage girl, or what teenage girl, period, would think to herself, you know what, let me go above and beyond for my prom because I know that I'm just going to end up being a baby mama and this is my only chance to shine as the princess of the night. This is my only chance because I'm never going to be somebody's wife. Who the hell even thinks, who would even think of something like that? Just because black people do something doesn't mean that it needs to be labeled as hood or ghetto. It's called culture. That's the culture.
I can't believe people out here taking Stacey Dash seriously. Like she the one that's heavily invested into the black culture. Like she not the one exploiting, getting over on topics because she know her type is gonna get that like. I don't know, man. I feel like Cardi B need to say something online about this because a lot of them girls that went to the prom looking all crazy, y'all know they Cardi B fans.
White woman gets on the internet and talks about hood prom. She wants to express to her white followers that the reason that black people, black children, are going so extravagant during prom is because they will never be wives. She wants them to know that the reason it is so hood and ghetto and so over the top is because this is all they have. That's what she wants her white followers to know. But the truth is, imagine being a grown-ass white woman with a husband and a house, and you are so fixated, because God knows how you built your algorithm brick by brick to even be able to land on hood prom talk. Could it be you always minding black people business? Could it be the hate is calling from inside the house? Could it be you're obsessed? Could it be comparison is a thief of joy? I think so. Because imagine being so obsessed and filled with jealousy, hate, and envy. And when I say racism is inherent, y'all want to fight me. But she's sitting up there mad, hating from outside the club because she can't get in. And children are triggering her. Children who, might I add, have completed all 12 grades, have passed every single class and milestone, and have reached a point in their high school, grammar, elementary, junior high school, they have done all of those things and reached a point where they get to celebrate.
I'll just be getting on the internet fuming. Just saying anything.
And that we see a rise in hood prom, hood graduation, hood baby showers and stuff like that is because of a lack of emphasis of having the father in the home in the black community, especially low income ones, such as the hood, and as well as the rise of baby mama culture because these young girls don't ever really see themselves becoming brides or having a wedding or being a.
And you really do believe in the shit that you say. I'm really trying to understand and see if there's any point of view I can follow here. But I don't see the correlation between celebrating prom in an over-the-top way and baby mama culture or the lack of fathers in homes. To me, it feels like this is an excuse to spew off racist takes and dress it up as concern. The take was, prom is celebrated the way that it is because marriage will never be. Tying that into pregnancy before marriage and fatherless homes. And I'm not gonna lie, this does not sound like a very Christian conversation. It sounds judgmental, it sounds generalized, and it sounds misplaced. Because last time I checked, all races have children out of wedlock. All races have unmarried women. All races have fatherless homes, and all races celebrate milestones in the way they choose. My black present father taught.
I don't care what they talking about. Them kids turned up at that prom. As long as they had fun, I don't know why everybody mad. It ain't your prom. You probably couldn't even afford to go to the prom. Probably didn't even get invited to the prom. If they having a good time, let them kids have a good time, man. If they consider that type of stuff fun, then let them have at it. That's what kids gonna do. Y'all look silly as hell in the 70s, showing up to proms with bell bottoms and big old afros and things. But couldn't nobody tell y'all nothing? Let these kids have their fun.
I came to slay, bitch. Wait, I like cornbread and McDonald's.
The reason why you coming at that Sasha girl hard for saying that hood prom is basically the equivalent of fucking weddings is because you know it's true. Nobody will give so much attention to somebody if they're just spewing bullshit, you know, like a crazy person on Subway fucking eating pigeons and shit. But the reason it hurt you is because you know deep down inside your heart, fuck, we look bad. All this extravagant fucking shit for hood prom is only a day. Now when they graduate, no. Hood prom is a step above somebody getting out of prison.
And why do y'all judge black prom so harshly? Like every time I see a black boy or a black girl with a fancy prom setup, y'all talking about, oh, but them grades probably low. Oh, but that GPA probably low. And prom and they deep and it's just a dance and this is too much. But y'all don't ever do the same thing for no other race of kids. And then it be our own people saying this stuff. And then mind you, if parents are spending 20, 30 bands on prom send-offs, them grades up to par. Trust me, they are. I promise you, they are. Them grades is up to par. If parents are spending that much money on these prom send-offs. Like, this is their money, this is their prerogative, this is their child that they want to go all out for. Like, let them enjoy their prom. Like, damn.
Asha, girl, I thought we talked about this yesterday. Please. How about you put an emphasis on shutting up? How about you put an emphasis on fixing your own household? And what happened, Dad? I know the lack of self-worth in these women. Didn't they have a whole show about teen pregnancy, 16 and pregnant, and none of these women are black? None of these women are black. But contrary to your statement, I see a lot of black, beautiful women here that are married.
Another chapter in the Black Mystery Saga. People showing up to the prom, looking all crazy. Everybody want to blame Cardi B, don't nobody want to blame themselves. Y'all the ones that went out there and bought the girl music. Y'all showed up to a concert. Y'all the ones that supported her, even though she said all of them terrible things about dark-skinned women. How about old folks start having proms, having prom reunions, do the prom all over again 50 years later? That's what I want to see. I want to see your grandmama at the prom. I want to see your great-grandmama go back to her prom that they had in 1819. I want to see it online.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.